Now to what could be a decisive day in the future of Morecambe Football Club. The club has been going for 105 years, but they're facing the prospect of going out of business today. Let's go live to Sunny Rudravajula. Sunny, what's the latest then on this situation?
Yeah, well, the situation here is dire, and if you've not been following the story of what's happened so far, Morecambe, who were in the EFL for 18 years before being relegated at the end of last season, they had a deal agreed with a consortium, Panjab Warriors, to buy the club from the current owner, Jason Whittingham, and his bond group. That deal should have gone through. There was an agreement all approved with the EFL, and when the day came for that transfer of the funds and everything else to happen, it didn't happen. And in the meantime, Morecambe, its players, its staff, this community has been left in limbo, waiting for the situation to be resolved. And in the meantime, staff went with only a third of the wages last month. They've not been paid for this month, and yet today they've still opened the club for us. And in the meantime, players, they can't even play matches. They can't even train because they haven't got the insurance to train anymore. The situation is now critical. Rod Taylor, you were the chairman here, the co-chair, and you've been part of this club for 31 years up until recently resigning. What's the latest now? Because it sounds really bleak right now.
The latest, Sonny, is that we want a deal to go ahead. I've talked to Panjab Warriors this morning. They're ready to sign the deal. There's only one person blocking this deal, and that's Jason Whittingham. He could put pen to paper today, get this deal over the line, and we can all get on with our lives. But for whatever reason, he refuses to do so.
And we've seen this fans have all come out here to support throughout this morning into the afternoon. A statement came out last week that the club is going to run out of cash today. So this situation, I mean, where do you go from there? If there's no cash, then this place can't carry on.
No, indeed, and that's why the sale is so important. I'm not privy to the information about the cash, haven't got access to the bank accounts anymore, so I'm not 100% on that. But my interpretation is that is the situation, as you've said it.
And since we've last spoke, you know, the football operations, I mentioned there that the players are no longer able to even train, and we know that players are leaving now and finding other opportunities elsewhere. And beyond that, the academy, all the youngsters, it's not like there's another professional football club nearby. This place is a hub. Where are those youngsters going at the moment? Because the academy is paused, is that right?
Yeah, the academy's paused at the moment. Academy lead Neil Wainwright said that the other day. The doors aren't closed totally on the academy, and we hope for further news that we can sort of kickstart that again once the sale's completed. And, you know, although the National League put on a deadline of the 20th of August, that's too late, isn't it? Because that's a week before we should play a football match. We haven't got a squad at the moment. It would take Derek, 2 or 3 weeks to get a squad together. Players are leaving by the day. And I understand that because they've got to pay the rent and the mortgage and feed the kids, just like the staff here. 9 weeks today since they last had a payday. And it's absolutely criminal. Yeah,
speaking to the players, they said that Derek Adams, the manager, has been very supportive, even offering to help the players out if they needed financial help, playing a game of cricket on the car park here. He's done what he can do. We had League One and League Two start the season last week. You in the National League should have been kicking off this weekend. What are the fans doing instead?
Well, they are rallying round, to be fair. There's been a lot of support down here this morning, as you've seen, a lot of media attention, a lot of profile, and I think we've got to just up the ante on that profile and hopefully get Mr. Whittingham over the line. As I keep saying, it's in his court. It appeared that the deal was about to be done, and then for some reason he told the prospective purchasers that he wasn't in a position to sell the club, which is very strange. It's gone through the EFL, the SPA was agreed, everything's in place. It's just about signing his shares over, and he refused to do that.
Situations we've seen like this, Macclesfield were relegated out of the EFL and then were liquidated. Bury FC kicked out of the EFL in 2019. They ended up having to reform essentially before coming back together. That's the nuclear scenario here, Rod. Is that what's going to happen here? Because those of us on the outside looking in are going, well, it just needs some paperwork signed and the deal can be sorted.
And Sanny, it is as simple as that. Jason Whittingham has it in his control and his gift to sign the paperwork today. It's not that he can't do, it's that he won't do. I think he's hanging out for more money from other sources. I think he's really played a bad game with Panjab Warriors. They're the only show in town that's going to take the club on at the moment. And he has to come forward. He can save this football club. He can save the 105-year history. you know, this is a community asset, a major community asset, and he's destroying a lot of lives here. And also, I mean, I've had the conversation with colleagues with him, and I've actually said to him, you're playing with 200 people's livelihoods here. You're playing with a 105-year-old football club and the community. And the answer was, yes, but I've got to protect my family, and I've got to protect and not lose my house. Now, what about the other 200 people and all the fans here that are gathered here today? What about them?
Well, we will continue to try and contact Jason Whittingham as well, the owner of Morecambe FC. We've tried to contact him, and he is welcome to come back and talk to us here on Sky Sports News. And in the meantime, this football club and this community are just waiting for an answer and are completely stuck, and the situation here is critical.